What is up, everybody? Jarrett from Empire of Assets here, and today we are talking about Evolving Skies, the new Pokemon set that nobody's talking about. And I have some sort of secretive release information that I haven't seen anybody talk about, revolving around Dragonite V and an alternate art card. I'm super excited to share that with you guys, so let's jump right into it. So first I wanted to start, Evolving Skies is the next Pokemon set that's coming out in English. It will release on August 27th. It is a mashup of two different Japanese sets, Blue Sky Stream and Skyscraper Perfection or something like that. And it's sort of a mashup of these two. We don't have a full set list yet, but the sort of blurb for the set says that it's going to revolve around dragon Pokemon, which are my favorite type of Pokemon and the majority of my personal collection. My personal collection revolves around basically dragons, or Dragonite specifically is my PC, and then just cool cards that I like the artwork on or cards that I had as a kid. But that's enough about that. So we have seen some of the cards. There's going to be a Gyarados V, or in the Japanese set there's a Gyarados and a Gyarados V. The English set we have a Rayquaza and a Rayquaza V Max. And then we have the big metal dragon guy. His name is eluding me at the moment, but he's one of the newer dragon Pokemons. He's got a V and a V Max. I am guessing there is a Dragonite V in this set. I'm assuming there will be a Dragonite V Max as well. I really hope. Like I said, I am a huge Dragonite fan. He is my favorite Pokemon, and we don't get a lot of cards of Dragonite, so I'm really excited to see these cards. And that brings me to my second sort of really exciting piece of news that I kind of pieced together today that I have not seen anybody talk about yet, and that is the Dragonite V alt art card. So if you obviously have been following Chilling Reign and Battle Styles, Pokemon has been really building up the alternate art cards. For example, you had the Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos V alt art cards, which are the most expensive cards in the set. You also have Blaziken V or V Max alternate art, all those. So anyways, I was looking through my Dragonite collection today, and I want to have one of each card. So I was flipping through eBay, flipping through Bulbapedia, which is a great resource if you need to see all the cards that a certain Pokemon has. So I was going through the list, and I was scrolling through eBay, and I came across this card right here, which was a Dragonite V, and it didn't really say anything else. I was looking at this card, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Not really sure. And then today, when I was about to make this video, I was on Bulbapedia, I looked on PokeBeach, I was looking through all the new Evolving Sky news, and nobody has been talking about this card. So I'm guessing that what happened here was this is the Dragonite V alternate art from one of the Japanese sets that somebody cracked early, because that doesn't come out until July 9th. And then they opened the boxes early, and then they listed it immediately on eBay. And as you can, or as you can't see, but that card's already up to $170 for sale. And I don't think, obviously, we should know about it yet, but there is the picture of the card. It looks super cool. It's got Dragonite floating on his back through the sky with some birds around him. I'm absolutely in love with this card. If this comes out in English, even if it doesn't come out in English, I am going to buy at least a couple of copies, because this card is so cool. Definitely want a PSA 10 or a SGC 10 of this card. I was just really excited about this and wanted to get this news out to you guys if you guys are also Dragonite fans. I don't know how you don't like Dragonite. He is, I believe, one of the original 151 Pokemon. And just a really cool Pokemon that has been there since the beginning. Has a lot of the different variations of cards. There's a light Dragonite, there's a dark Dragonite, there's a dark Dragonite in EX Team Rocket Returns. He's in the Gym series, in the Japanese versions. He's got some of the early promo cards. You have Dragonite EXs, two different cards of that. You got a Delta Species ones. Kind of all through. You got EXs, you got GXs, and now we're finally getting the Vs and hopefully the V Maxes. So I was just really excited to share this with you guys. But then I want to talk a little bit more about just Evolving Skies, my kind of thoughts on it. As you probably know, Battle Styles is selling for way less, well, not way less, but less than MSRP right now. Boxes are $40, and I'm finding pretty consistently people selling for $35 on Marketplace. You can pretty much go out and buy as many as you want at $35 a piece. which is interesting. That really is what kind of, well, not started, but was a huge sign of the market kind of crashing. We'll use that term loosely. But when products start selling below MSRP, it's a huge 180 from the last 18 months in the Pokemon market. And something I haven't seen since probably 2017, 2018. I believe it happened back then with the generation sets were really not very popular. So yeah, that's kind of the last time that this happened. And then Chilling Reign, pretty much available at MSRP everywhere. It hasn't dipped below. That set has a lot of really nice cards in it. Like I mentioned, it's got the alt art birds cards. You got that Blaziken in there. You got a lot of pretty decent valued cards. So I do think that helps hold up the set. And I think Chilling Reign is a long-term, or set that will do pretty well long-term. Lots of cool pulls in there that aren't just your typical Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. So that's pretty cool. And then, so moving into Evolving Skies, I foresee this being the same as Chilling Reign. It's going to sell at MSRP for a long time. It's still got probably 3+ years of being reprinted if it really does have high demand, which I don't think it will. But if you're preparing to invest in this, I would say definitely buckle up and be ready to hold it for the long term, because I don't see these prices coming up for a while. However, on the flip side of that, I do think, like Generations did, once this stuff gets out of print or people start thinking it's not going to be printed anymore, they can't find it so easily, these products are going to do extremely well, I believe. One thing I forgot to mention about Evolving Skies is it has all of the EV Heroes cards in it as well. So you're getting all of the evolutions with their alt arts and their regular arts. I believe there is like 16 VMAX cards and like 20 V cards. There's just a ridiculous amount of pretty potentially over $5 to $10 to $50 cards in this box. So I think long term it's going to do really well if you are patient. I think if you can hold on to any of those boxes, Battle Styles probably not quite as much, because I don't think people like the crazy Ninja Ura Fushu. I don't think people like those cards quite as much. He doesn't seem to be as popular. But with Chilling Reign, with those alt arts of the legendary birds being really popular, the Blaziken being popular, like I said, those boxes I think are going to do really well over time. And I think Evolving Skies could do even better. And another thing it has going in for it is obviously the Celebration set is coming out. So I think a lot of people are going to be saving their money. I think you're going to be able to find this stuff really cheap. I don't think people are going to be crazy over leveraged like they were with Battle Styles, because the market has slowed down since pre-orders were announced. So I think people are going to be ordering less, but I don't think the demand's going to be there. I do see prices staying at MSRP or even dropping a little below, and I think that this is a big opportunity. Obviously, don't spend all your money on this. Never spend all your money on cardboard. Pay all your other bills first. But as far as you're investing in your collectibles budget, definitely save some for celebrations. I think it's going to be an incredibly fun product to rip. I think it's going to do well long term, but I also think it's going to get printed to absolute oblivion, just like Evolutions did, because it's going to be so popular. How could it not be the most popular set possibly ever made? It's literally remakes of the greatest Pokemon cards of all time. So it's going to be obviously incredibly heavily printed. So I think that kind of leaves a little bit of room in there for Evolving Skies to kind of sneak under the radar. People aren't going to be buying it. The market's way down. Nobody's interested. Pokemon's garbage. Set all your cards on fire. Nobody wants them anymore. So I don't think people are going to be kind of buying it, and then I think it's going to kind of sneak by, and then maybe 12, 18 months down the road, maybe it gets a reprint because people are kind of wanting to start to rip some of it. But I think most people, for the majority of the population, or the collecting population, will kind of ignore this set. And then I think one day, 3 years down the line, people are going to realize that it's not going to get reprinted, and bam, this is going to do really well. Just my prediction. Obviously, invest at your own risk and use your own sort of knowledge and, I don't know, your own decision making. And I'm obviously probably biased because, like I said, Dragonite's my favorite Pokemon. This is the first time we are seeing him in a modern product. But I do think dragons do really well over time. If you look at the last set that was kind of revolved around dragons, it was only like a 20 card set, or Dragon Majesty, I believe. Elite Trainer boxes that are one of the most expensive Elite Trainer boxes out there. Product has done extremely well. People just like dragons. They're cool. Rayquaza is cool. Dragonite's cool. Salamence is cool. Salamence has a really neat, I'll throw that up for you guys right now, has a neat just regular hollow rare card in this set, sort of breathing fire. I really like this card. It's just, how can you not like dragons? Dragon sets always do really well. Evolving Skies, I believe, in the 5 to 10 year period is going to do incredibly well. Also, one last thing for you guys to check out on the screen is the Elite Trainer box. Has the evolutions on it. It makes for a great display piece. This is going to be a product that I am going to slowly try and accumulate a lot of product of. I finally am starting to kind of sell some of the more expensive items, build up a little inventory. We are slowly kind of getting up there, and I think this could be the product that really, if you went pretty heavily in it, but didn't over leverage yourself, could really do well over time and kind of take me personally, not to the next level, but have really solid, maybe 15-20% returns if it does really well, which is a good thing. That's all I have for you guys today. Please, please, please let me know down in the comments if you guys like these cards. If you'd seen this card anywhere else, feel free to call me out on my clickbaity title, I guess, because I'm sure I'll title this something crazy like never before seen Dragonite V alt art release. There's something ridiculous. But let me know your comments. Let me know what you think about Evolving Skies. You think it is a good long-term buy? You think it's going to be garbage? Should we just burn it all? I'll probably buy the cards I want as singles, because ripping product is for Timmies, as Rudy would say, and stick a bunch in the closet and just sit on it. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more content. Have a lot of exciting Pokemon stuff coming up, and I am buying up some of those Dragonite cards that I talked about before too, so I will be happy to share those with you guys. But that's all for today. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time.